Peggy. Welcome back to the House of Roushelle Reign. I love that you're still here with me, but if you want to connect privately, just strut on over to my website at www.roushellereign.com and book directly because we're getting rid of horrible branding. So this episode is called Butter Your Bread. Your bread is your moolah. So with the right audience, you'll gain more. So to follow this analogy for a smoother reference, you want to look at your name as the butter. Obviously, butter your bread. And you want to connect them together because they complement each other. So the right name has to resonate with your audience for a better branding and a better experience. So take care of your audience so that they can take care of you. Sometimes we think we're for everyone, but that's not true because you are made for your tribe. Your products and services are made for someone, not somebody. We believe that everything and anything can be used as a business name. Well, Jacqueline 5-star glamorous soy candles and body shop does not work. It's too long, it's following too much fads, and it will be out of style within a year. So the client profile, your tone, the way of communication should align with your audience. Mine are those who have fiery greatness buried deep within, but they don't know how to express it. So God placed me here. So pull it out, package it, and brand it. The information varies when finding your audience, from demographics to psychographics. Their interests, hobbies, age, location, gender, whatever it may be, it adds to how you communicate and how you connect with them, how you solve their problems on an everyday basis. The deeper you dig, the more defined it becomes, but be careful not to add too much limitations to your reach. It's imperative that you connect the problems to the solutions that you are providing. So ask yourself this: what is my existing client base? Why did they buy into my brand in the first place? What is their behavioral patterns, interests, hobbies, maybe even their personality traits? How does my solution impact their daily lives, and how do they compare and purchase from different brands? This allows you to adapt your keywords and SEO when marketing. This allows you to adapt and adjust your marketing strategies when you are trying to be as compelling as possible to your audience. This also adds to your value proposition when presenting your brand to the world. So our case study is Toronto Natural Hair and Beauty Show. About 15 years ago when she began, she looked at type 4 textured hair. However, as she grew to curly, coily, kinky, and everything in between, or ethnicities. But because of the misconception from Coily Kelly and Curly Leslie not being able to find their space to solve their hair problems, she wanted to rebrand. And baby, let me tell you, this is one of my biggest projects in the beginning of my career. We were up at 4 a.m. trying to find the perfect name to suit the growing clientele, the growing amount of audience and presenters. But a little bit later, I'll tell you the rest of the story. Now that we have spoken about your butter, let's move on to your bread. There is power in the name, in a name. When I first launched my business, I called it the Reign Legacy. I wanted to separate myself from the business, and it failed. However, when I rebranded and called it Roushelle Reign, it took off like bulls and the fire and stop blaze. The name to a brand is like the plot of a movie. It needs to roll off your tongue, convey the benefits, and of course, resonate with your audience. Most importantly, it should capture the story. It needs to resonate at all times. It needs to evoke feelings and emotions. It has to connect with who you're talking to. Ways to clear the junk when naming your business. Use descriptors: beauty, home care, interior, consulting, studio, firm, body care, body shop, whatever it may be. Try to make sure that persons know from the get-go what you are providing. Now scribble down the brilliant and not so brilliant names that you come up with to pair with studio or consultancy. You want to think about Keisha Pinto, the O Spot, Earth and Joy, Coco Bean, Roushelle Reign, Nicole Linnell, and so on and so forth. How does that line up with your descriptor? Are you telling your customers right off the bat what you are about and what you are providing and why they're coming to you? So the process of when choosing a name or regrouping to go through the process of renaming your business, it gets a little frustrating, it gets a little rigorous. However, let's get back to the story. So case study on Toronto Natural Hair and Beauty Show. So during the process, she kept wanting to make it more inclusive, and I wanted to make it shorter and catchier. I am thinking of Summit 21 or BeautyCon, those type of brands where all women just gather together to celebrate their own beauty. Now, after the 4 a.m. phone call, something came to mind, and I said to myself, oh, that's it right there. So I did a mock-up, sent it to her, and within hours of her responding and me waking up, she was just like, Roushelle, crying, this is it. This is the one. So what I came up with was textured hair and beauty show. Still connecting it back to everything that she has done in the past 15 years, but also bringing her into the future for better sponsorships and better partnerships. When I approached her about joining the team, I saw the gaps and I had a vision. You see, rebranding changed everything. How she presented herself, who she connected with, the refined communications, all the bells and whistles to create a highly successful show ever since. So we've covered how to butter your bread. But remember, the right audience connected to the right brand gives you extraordinary results. And always, you can find me on every platform at ROUSHELLEREIGN, or straight on over to my website and book a one-on-one at www.RoushellReign.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Toodles!